Alright, motherfuckers, this is Lord Tool. Let me get up. I like to stand up and do commentaries because I get the shit talking, you know me. I was going to tell you a little story. This game right here, first, let me go first introduce what I'm doing. This is Search and Destroy, obviously. You see it on your fucking screen. I didn't have to John Madden your asses. And I rage quit, but that you'll see why at the end of it. You'd rage quit too. And it's kind of ties into what I'm about to talk about, what my little story is. So, without further ado, let me give you my story. I'm married to this woman, and she has a really big family. And their family, they live on 185 acres. They have farms. They got all that shit, man. Cows, horses, you name it, they got it. Goats, chickens. They got 2 ponds. So, needless to say, they have a lot of shit. And another thing that they have is a lot of firepower, weapons, guns. They got cannons, all kind of crazy shit. So, I went out there with her cousin one day, and he had some kind of sniper rifle. I believe it was an MSR. And I wanted to shoot it. So, he was like, okay. And I went to pick that son of a bitch up. And let me tell you something. I own guns, but I never owned a gun this heavy. And I wouldn't own a gun this heavy. I mean, you had to damn near lay down to shoot it. You know what I mean? And it's not comfortable to stand up and shoot. It sways. I mean, it's almost impossible to hold that bitch. And I got to thinking, well, MSR is quite smaller than a Barrett 50 cal, you know? So, then I got to thinking again, and I was like, wait a second. How the fuck is Activision allowing this shit to run, these motherfuckers run around with these sniper rifles like this? What is the logic behind it? How can somebody run around in a war with a fucking sniper rifle that size and just be able to pick it up, look barely down the scope, and shoot people? You know what I mean? Think about it. Hey, how the fuck are they logically doing this? And this is why the Call of Duty franchise is going to cease to exist. And I promise you it will. Because shit like this is going to ruin it. What it is this game, I've said it before and I'll always say it. This game is geared for children. For kids. Because kids do not pay for their fucking games. Kids do not pay for their consoles. They don't give a flying fuck about lag. They don't give a shit about playability. Because if it's a fucked up game, you know what they do? They stick it on a shelf next to their other 30 games that they're never going to fucking play. And they put back the game that all their other friends are still playing. That's it. That's all there is to it. And this is what Treyarch knows. And they try to cover it up. And I'm going to explain why Treyarch tries to cover it up. Because of this whole league play. They know that the only motherfuckers that are going to play league play are hardcore gamers. So that's why they made it where you had to be at least, I think it was 18 to enter the contest to win that $1 million that they have going on or whatever. That's it. That's the cover up, man. Y'all don't get it. It has nothing to do with, oh, we're trying to, you know, incorporate good, personality in with the market and be a good company to go to and ask questions and give ideas to. Man, you're full of fucking shit. You're a fucking liar. All y'all motherfuckers at Treyarch give a shit about is the bottom dollar. What is your best interest? And the best interest is obviously money. It has nothing to do with how well the game is performing. They knew before they put this fucking game out that there was a problem with the P2P servers. That's why these big other companies like DICE don't run them shits. Because they are able to be implemented with viruses. You can use glitches all day long. Because let me tell you, let me explain a little something to you that a lot of you might not know or you might know. Whenever you are playing and you get into a game, okay? The game, when it says waiting for other players, and all the players get in, and it gets to 0, and the game starts, okay? Technically, the game don't start at the same exact time for everybody else. The reason is because somebody is getting the packet of information first. That's why they're able to lag. And you can use this to your advantage if you know how. I personally don't, and I don't give a shit. If I had to fucking win in a video game through lag, fuck that. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? That's what quickscoping's about. It's using the lag for your benefit. Because see, the idea is to be a 3-bar quickscope and see the person before they can see you. And you see, I done planted the bomb twice. I don't play, man. I play the objective. I ain't trying to sit around here and fucking bullshit with these motherfuckers. They want a quick scope and get as much kills as they can when that's not what this game mode's about. The game mode's about, yeah, you want to get the kills, but the game mode is technically about planting the bomb. Hence, that's why it's called search and destroy. You clear out the area, plant the bomb, wait for somebody to come defuse it. That's the idea. Anyways, back to what I'm talking about. And right here, this isn't quick scoping, this is hard scoping. And to me, I feel like this is how you should play. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. You should have to lay down and hard scope. And now they make it where you can't really lay down. Everything's prone blocked. That's the fucking idea. If you're I don't give a fuck about drop shotters. Hell, I used to drop shot in Modern Warfare 3 like a motherfucker. That's just, you guys set your controller to tactical and you're able to do it. I mean, if you don't like being drop shot, go ahead and drop shot other people, you know, fuck that. But anyways, and I don't want to beat a dead horse because there's always going to be quick scopers as long as there's Call of Duty, because the quick scopers are mainly the kids. That's the idea. Make the kids fucking happy. Long as the kids want the video games, adults' opinions don't mean shit. And I want everybody to know that. And think about it. Why don't our opinions mean shit? Why are they listening to people like Woody? Okay? Woody almost, what did he say? 65% of his channel, his subscribers are from the ages of 13 to 17. That's why David Von Hart, whatever his fucking German dumbass name is, that's why he listens to Woody. Because Woody gets these ideas from these kids. You see what I'm saying? I don't hate on Woody, because let me tell you something. Woody was a genius in doing what he did. Apparently he had a little bit of money to set up shop before he started, but he did the right thing, and that was grabbing kids' attention. I don't want that, because I'm going to tell you right now, kids get on my motherfucking nerves. They're little shitheads. They have no respect for the average everyday person. They got a bad fucking mouth because they're listening to people like me when they should be watching fucking Barney. Because when I was 13 years old, I was fucking playing Power Rangers. Now these little fucking shithead motherfuckers are watching this kind of shit and listening to people like me. And that's not my fucking fault. You know what I mean? That's just like back in the 90s when the fucking kids in Column... Oh, yeah, look at this cheater right here. He's underneath that fucking truck or some shit right there blowing up, I guess. I didn't see him. I see him right there now, but before I didn't see him. I don't think you're supposed to be able to get under that. I really don't. I think that's a cheat. That's a glitch. That's my point. And I guarantee that's probably a fucking 12-year-old. You know what I mean? Anyways.
Get ready for the next round.
Yeah, but that's my point. When I was 12, 13 years old, I was, you know, fucking Power Rangers. I was a little bit younger. I think it was the Ninja Turtles. I can't remember. But anyways, the point, what I'm saying is the kids are being... The parents ain't doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. If the game says mature, okay, and you know your kid's not mature... Why the fuck are you buying it for them? You might as well go buy a porno. And then you'll be like, no, because it's sex. Sex. Fuck that, dude. Because first off, sex, to me, is better than fucking watching this shit. Because you're watching people die. Sex don't kill people. Matter of fact, this is why we go to war, is for sex. Because of pussy. So, if you don't think that your kids should watch sex on TV, then they shouldn't fucking be playing Call of Duty. Point blank. No, it's not X-rated, but the only reason that sex is X-rated like it is in America is because of dumbass fucking parents. Because they're too fucking... They're too close-minded and they want to have a babysitter, but they don't want to have the sex part in it because they are insecure in their own sexuality. That's why they go out and cheat on their husbands, and that's why they go out and cheat on their wives, because they don't respect themselves. And when you respect yourself, you start realizing certain things that kids should be allowed to have and shouldn't be allowed to have, because that's really what it's about. It's about respecting yourself and understanding what your child needs to have inputted in his mind. And if your 13 or 14-year-old child is playing Call of Duty, he's meeting motherfuckers like me, and I cuss his ass out and I tell him get the fuck off because he's a little shithead. He don't belong in the fucking game, and David Vonderhart is a bitch for allowing kids to play this game the way he does and implementing kid tools because of watch this. Bam! Shoot him in the fucking head and he's able to quickscope me like that. That's because he's a child. So fuck Treyarch and fuck anybody that likes to quickscope because all that means is you suck nuts, you're a